CHAMPS is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser, your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people. We want to welcome you inside the cozy State Champs Sports Network studios for our final State Champs show of 2017. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University. I'm Lauren Plant. This is Kiara Hay. And as you can probably tell, we lost a bet. That's why we're wearing these ridiculous sweaters. But we're also, of course, good sports.
We're good sports, and I also think mine's kind of cute. But we got a great show for you guys. We got our top 5 games and top 5 plays of the year. And because we're not just a show all about highlights, I have a look back on some of the best stories we brought to you this fall. We call it In Focus, In Reflection. And to top off our tree, we bring you this year's State Champs Mr. Football, presented by Hungry Howie's. This is our 10th anniversary of the award, and this year's winner embodies the true spirit of the award. A great player, a better person. So throw another log into the fire and enjoy the show. Let the countdown begin. Our countdown begins with number 5 of our top games of the fall, week 1 of the football season. Davison meeting Southfield A&T at the PKC. Sean Belizean with the highlights.
Jump now to a crazy fourth quarter with Davison trailing 34-26 with under 2 minutes to go. Junior quarterback Cannon Hall hits a wide-open Max Slezak for the 58-yard touchdown. They convert the 2 points, and we are going to overtime. Southfield gets the ball first in overtime, and it's senior Eric McCarn scoring from 10 yards out. They went for 2, they miss it, so the Warriors are up 40-34. Back come the Cardinals as the Mr. Football candidate Tariq Reed scores from 8 yards out. Jump now to the third overtime with Davison down 54-48. Hall on the play action. He hooks up with Garrett Goyette for the touchdown, and we are tied at 54. And they gave it to their main man, Tariq Reed. He gets in for the game winner. Wow, Davison beats Southfield A&T in 3 overtimes.
Our number 4 game of the fall took place in volleyball. A pair of longtime rivals, Marion and Mercy, going at it. Let's go to Kevin Trzynski.
Mercy in white. Here, freshman Julia Bishop with the nice setup to senior Lauren Hunter. Enough power behind this one to beat the 2 Mustangs in front of the net. The Marlins take game 1. On to the second game. Both teams with their A game tonight. Marion with the 1-point advantage. Maddie Dowd with the soft loft to Lauren Wenzel. There's the drop shot. Marion takes game 2, so we skip ahead to the 5th game. Mercy with the game point. It was a team effort all night. Bishop with the setup. Hunter goes hunting on this one. There's the kill. Mercy beats their rival in 5.
Sarah Chevrolet is proud to recognize the hardworking people in the communities they serve with the Sarah Chevrolet Community Awards. December Student of the Month goes to Charlie Carter of Brother Rice High School. Charlie is an academic all-scholastic. He's in the National Honor Society, the Spanish Honor Society, and the Latin Honor Society. He carries a 4.39 GPA and still manages to be on the varsity swim team and the band captain. But out of all of his accomplishments, he is the most proud of his swim team winning 3 state championship titles back-to-back and representing Brother Rice as the National Merit semifinalist. It's an award that is based off your PSAT score. This is Charlie's senior year, and he plans on attending Duke or the University of Michigan and majoring in pre-med. Whatever he decides, we know his future is bright.
On behalf of Sarah Chevrolet, I would like to congratulate Charlie Carter out of Brother Rice on being the Student of the Month. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We wanted to take this moment to really honor our wonderful sponsors. Thank you so much for investing and trusting in us. You're about serving our communities, and we celebrate that 40 times a year together.
That's right. To the Michigan High School Athletic Association, Hungry Howie's, and Sarah Chevrolet, as well as our seasonal sponsors, BCAM, Total Softball, Diversified Members Credit Union, thank you so much. Our most heartfelt thanks, of course, is reserved for Lawrence Technological University. Saying just thank you isn't strong enough. We've grown together over the past 7 years, and the future for both of us is going to be amazing.
We got more top games and top plays and a look back at some of the best stories we've shared coming up. The final State Champs of 2017 continues next.
I want to be a dermatologist, and though a lot of universities tried to recruit me for basketball, Lawrence Tech had the science curriculum that I wanted. LTU's Southfield campus is a great place to learn, and the classes are small enough that I don't have to wait for office hours to talk to my professors. They're usually right by my side, challenging me and guiding me toward a successful future. Lawrence Tech. Possible is everything.
Hey fellas, these Howie's specials with Cajun crust must be yours. So, where's the game?
There's no game.
Hungry Howie's, how may I help you? Yeah, I can't.
These guys again? Well, at least they don't have an air horn.
Flavor fanatics love us because we make our dough fresh daily and have meal deals for any budget. Hungry? Howie's! Flavor fanatics welcome.
There's an old saying, you can never have too many officials. The age of the average official is 52 and getting older all the time. We're constantly recruiting new people, younger people to join us. After you register with the MHSAA, look on the website to find an officials association near you. They'll put you in a position to succeed as an official. We all learned a lot from high school sports, and officiating is a great way to give back to the game. There's help wanted, just whistle.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Welcome back to State Champs, ugly sweater and all. Hey, Great Clips is a great new sponsor of ours, and it made us think, what are the top 5 great clips of the year? Let's check it out. These are the top plays of the school year thus far. Starting at number 5, boys soccer. Holland High's Grant Hoffland finishing a nice crossing pass with his dome. The Dutch won this D2 regional finale. To volleyball for number 4, Lake Orion versus Clarkston. ILLYRIA KALAJ makes an incredible diving dig that gave the Dragons another point as they swept the Wolves in 3. Coming in at number 3, East Grand Rapids QB Michael MALEWITZ taking it himself, making defenders miss, showing some incredible balance on his way to the end zone. This effort helped the Pioneers finish off an unbeaten regular season. Our second best clip stays in football, comes from Lansing Catholic. Joshua KRAMER going above and beyond to beat the defenders, pulling off the one-handed snag. That's focus, people. And finally, our number 1 clip of this school year comes from the D5 championship. West Catholic's Jack SHICHTEL makes the catch of the year. Around his defender, the one-handed grab in the end zone for 6. West Catholic won their 5th consecutive state title. The top clips of the school year presented by Great Clips. It's gonna be great. Let's get back to the countdown, our top games of the fall. We head up north for number 3, the Battle of Traverse City. West taking on Central in front of a packed Thurlby Field. This was our main event. Last 2 years, low-scoring outcomes, points at a premium, like Stafford to Megatron, Tobin Schwaneke the high-arching heave, but the Titans responded with a 14-play, 77-yard drive of their own. 30 ticks left in the first half. John Jerkovich punches it in. West boasts a Mr. Football candidate in Ryan Hayes. Sam DeKuyper hits the Michigan commit in stride, shrugs off the contact, 38-yard touchdown, but Schwaneke kept Central in it to the tune of 229 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Early in the 4th, he finds Terry O'Connor back in the end zone. Under 2 minutes left, West hit pay dirt. Senior fullback Andrew Campbell inking his page in this rivalry's great story. 45-yard TD. Traverse City West ends their losing streak to Central, 29-27 the final. Next, to number 2, West Side, the classic grudge match that always is. East Grand Rapids and Lowell. EGR QB Michael Makowitz, the quick release to Ben Forstner, 12-yard touchdown. East Grand Rapids held an early 13-0 advantage. Now we've got Lowell ranked the number 1 team in the state. In the second quarter, Ben Lobizo finds the end zone. Going into halftime, Red Arrows trailed 13-7. Jump to the 4th, same score. Mr. Football candidate David Cruz on the keeper. Red Arrows take the lead for the first time of the game, 14-13. But minutes later, the Red Arrows drive in, and Cruz is picked off by Jalen Broussard. He will return it inside the red zone. That led to a field goal. 24-ranked East Grand Rapids upends Lowell for the first time since 2010, 16-14 the final.
With the new year just around the corner, we thought we'd share some of our favorite In Focus stories of the fall. They're about perseverance, breaking barriers, inspiration, and celebration. We call it In Focus, in Reflection. First up, Alicia Wolcott. She's a boss chick from Grand Blanc High School who is a competitive cheerleader, the captain of her water polo team, a power lifter, and a middle linebacker on the varsity football team. What we loved most about Alicia's story is her fearlessness to do whatever it is she wanted to do with no hesitation or doubt. She was named Grand Blanc's homecoming queen and appeared on the Today Show. Keep killing it, Alicia. The State Champ studio slightly geeked out when Last Chance U star Brittany Wagner stopped by for an interview. She talked about her role on the show, why she left East Mississippi, and her new endeavor, 1,000 Pencils. You can still see her around Michigan because Brittany is doing work with the Madison Heights School District. Carson Topher was gracious enough to let us tell his story this fall. Last year, he was diagnosed with aplastic anemia, a rare blood disorder where his bone marrow prevents the production of new blood cells. Carson's story is so significant because despite his unexpected illness and hardships, he never gave up or pitied himself. A major record was broken this fall, and we were there to capture it all. Coach John Herrington knocked down Coach Alfred Casa to become the winningest high school football coach in Michigan history. He was the only football coach Harrison has ever had. And unfortunately, Harrison High School will be closing its doors at the end of next year. Watch our Legends special Sunday, December 10th at 9 o'clock a.m. as we take a deep dive into Coach Herrington and the Harrison Hawks. Here at the State Champ Sports Network, we have a great team that helps us bring you the best in Michigan high school sports. With this being our final show of the year, we wanted to send some special shout outs to those both in front and behind the camera.
That's right, we love our team. To our full-time production staff, what can I say? Amanda Batanti, Kevin Trzynski, Gabe O'Neill, Denver Rashawn, Jeff Dulac on the sales side, Mark Rottenberg. You guys are the best, you know that. Tom Markowski, the greatest. Jonathan Kidd, our senior editor, been with me since the beginning, gets it all done. He is number one.
Number one. And you can't forget about Todd Young, who does a ton of work for us on the west side of the state. Also Mike Gerlitis, Mike Holzman, Charles Pellerito, Charles Cooper, and as many as a dozen other cameramen who help us all year. And of course, Alan True, Sean Belesian, and Daniela Bruce, who are fantastic reporters.
We love you. Our statewide contributors mean so much. Ryan Slocum, Jay Sarkar, Ashley St. Louis, Stephanie Funkhauser, and of course, Sam Ali. Finally, our Commander-in-Chief, Lou Batanti. Now, you can blame him for our look this week. Our number one game of the year and more is next, so stay with us.
So many opportunities to kids. It gives them an opportunity to see where they fit within a team, persevere, understanding how to work with different personalities. Those are the lessons that will make you a successful adult. As a mom, you have to have an understanding of what concussions are.
Concussions are things that are treatable. If we take care of athletes, they will be able to develop and have a long, happy, healthy life.
At Sarah Chevrolet in Southfield, we love football season, especially all those slow motion replays. So we thought we'd try it for you ourselves. Here's Jeremy handing off the keys to another great lease payment. And there's CJ giving someone up to $1,000 more than Kelly Blue Book on their trade. And here's me eating my lunch. Amazing, huh? So are these lease payments.
Lease a Trax LS for $119 a month or a 2017 Malibu for just $149.
See guys, everything looks better in slow motion. You want to see me eat breakfast?
No.
It's my student age. Okay, let's go. Time to go to college. How can I get started? Want to gain more knowledge, but I can't pay out of pocket. Call my student aid today and we can get you on the way. If you really want it, all you gotta do is make a way. Looking for a scholarship, you trying to land some grants? Visit my student aid and we can help with that. My student aid has the knowledge and tools to make college accessible, affordable for you.
Hey everybody, welcome back to State Champs. And for the third year now, we are delighted to have the Basketball Coaches Association of Michigan, in with us so that we can talk hoops here on State Champs each and every week. Normally, Tom Markowski's been doing this for a couple of years, so I'm going to step in for Tom's shoes. But Dan Young is always here. And Dan, it's always great to have you guys back on board.
Great relationship, third year going. Really happy to be here representing BCAM. We're the largest association in the country. We're middle school coaches all the way up to college coaches, obviously high school. Fired up for basketball season to get started.
Yeah, that's right. The girls got going this week. The guys get going next week. When you think about last season, you think about, of course, Clarkston winning their first ever boys basketball title, Isaiah Livers winning Mr. Basketball, Flushing on the girls' side getting their state championship. Of course, this year we're super excited about what's going to be ahead. Mr. Basketball race this year is going to be outstanding.
So many top players already committed to big-time schools, so we'll see what happens.
I appreciate BCAM being a part of State Champs. So Happy New Year, everybody, and we'll see you early January and talk about what's happening in basketball. So let's continue our countdown. And what was the #1 game of this past fall? Here we go. This was a classic. The Division I Regional Final. Ken looking to beat Detroit Catholic Central for the first time ever. First half action, game tied at 7. Shamrocks on the move, or should I say the junior, Noah Shanlian. He's got reservations for 6. At the half, Catholic Central held a 14-13 lead. Opening play of the second half, and look at that hole for the senior Cam Ryan. Ryan had 3 long rushing scores, the Shamrock lead at 8. Late in the fourth, Chiefs down 27-20 now. Senior quarterback Connor Engel to the back of the end zone for Noah Brown. That's what Brown can do for you. They decided to go for 2 in the win. Luke Jopi has the rock, and he's stuffed. Detroit Catholic Central hangs on, 27-26 the final.
Today we'd like to introduce what's become a right of the winter, the Battle of the Fans. Sportsmanship is an important part of educational athletics, and student cheering sections can be a key factor in creating a festive high school event. The Battle of the Fans is in its 7th year and promotes student cheering sections that reflect enthusiasm and pump up the atmosphere at games without disrespecting the opponent. To enter, schools must produce a 3-minute video which includes 30 seconds about why it should be named the winner. The application deadline is January 13th.
And we just have spirit!
9 semifinalists will be named by the MHSA Student Advisory Council and participate for 2 weeks in a series of Battle of the Fans and Sportsmanship challenges. 3 finalists will then be selected and visited by members of the Student Advisory Council and MHSA staff on a game night. Social media input following the school visits completes the process, and the Student Advisory Council will select a winner on February 23rd to be honored in March at the MHSA basketball semifinals. Visit the MHSA website for more information about how to get your school involved and keep up with this year's Battle of the Fans.
Applications for the 2018 Detroit Athletic Club Student Athlete of the Year are out now. For over 20 years, the DAC has honored the state's top male and female athletes of the school year with scholarship money and a huge red carpeted award show at their beautiful building in downtown Detroit. If you are a senior, a first-team All-State athlete, or projected to be one in your sport, and are involved with a leadership program or have some community involvement, the DAC wants you to be considered for nomination. Go to dacathleteoftheyear.com and download the application. That's dacathleteoftheyear.com. Who's this year's Mr. Football? Find out next.
SnapCamp is Metro Detroit's original Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram dealer, and we're still making the best deals every day.
During the Big Finish event, lease a Ram Crew Cab 4x4 as low as $89 a month, or a 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee for just $249.
Sales service and a superior buying experience. That's SnapCamp on Telegraph Road in Redford.
SnapCamp, Metro Detroit's original. SnapCamp.
Fundraising should be fresh, flavorful, and simple. We have the perfect solution at Hungry Howie's. Dough Raiser. Your team or school can sell paper pizza certificates that can be redeemed for 1 medium pizza at participating locations.
We've been doing this fundraiser for about 4 years, and it's the easiest and best and most profitable fundraiser they have in Michigan.
Go to doughraiser.com to learn more and sign up. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. Welcome to Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser.
I want a career in robotics and automation, so I chose Lawrence Tech for its first in Michigan robotics engineering program. LTU's brand new STEM complex has a robotics lab where we can design, build, and program robots in a creative atmosphere. And the best thing is, I haven't graduated yet, but I already have a job in my field. I know I made the right choice for my career. Lawrence Tech, possible is everything.
It's 10 years since State Champs originated the Michigan Mr. Football Award, an award unlike any other where you have a combination of college football's Heisman race, fan participation, and specific criteria to crown our champion. Here's an update on a few of our former Mr. Footballs. 2010's champ Tommy VENTO from Farmington Hills Harrison decided to walk on at Michigan State, and although he didn't play a whole lot behind the likes of Kirk Cousins and Connor Cook, Tommy took his football talent overseas to France, where he led his team to an undefeated season and won the French Division II Pro title in 2016. Oxford High's Prescott line won in 2011, and after 4 years at SMU, line transferred to Michigan State. Prescott has NFL hopes. He currently runs a gym in Holland. 2012's Mark Chapman from Port Huron is finishing up his playing days at Central Michigan. He was named to the All-MAC third team and was first this season in receptions and receiving yards for the Chippewas. Alex Malzone was not only a finalist in 2013, he won Mr. Football the following year. Following a three-peat of championships for Brother Rice, he did not play at Michigan, but it was just announced he's graduating early and has 2 years left of eligibility. Looks like Iowa State might be Mr. Malzone's destination as a graduate transfer. Last year's champ wide receiver Cody White from Walled Lake Western is currently at Michigan State. You may have noticed Cody White in the green and white this season, 449 receiving yards and 2 TDs. Cody was named to the Big Ten Network's all-freshman team. State Champs sends our best wishes to all of our former Mr. Footballs. The 10th anniversary of the State Champs Mr. Football Award delivered a race unlike any other. The state of Michigan produced a wealth of talent, and like the saying goes, the cream always rises to the top. Throughout the entire season, we had guys banging on the door to get in, and as the season progressed, some blew it wide open. In the end, 4 were selected as this year's finalists. Our People's Champion, winner of the online vote, Utica Eisenhower's QB Max Whitworth, West Bloomfield quarterback Bryce Veasley, Farmington Hills Harrison's all-everything Ovi Ogufu. But the man who this year is our man is the quarterback Ovi's Hawks just could not stop in the Division III championship. We thought we'd drop by lunch on Wednesday to surprise him.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just have one question. Is Ladarius Jefferson in the house? Apparently he is. And what I want you all to know is as difficult and as close as a Mr. Football race it was all season long, there was no question in the end who would truly be champion, who would truly be 2017 State Champs Mr. Football presented by Hungry Howie's. Please put your hands together for your own Ladarius Jefferson.
Muskegon's Ladarius Jefferson was flat out an unstoppable force this season. Over 2,000 yards rushing and 1,200 yards passing, Jefferson amassed 54 touchdowns. Muskegon went 14-0 for the first time since 2008. The Big Reds, man of steel.
He was not afraid of contact, and he never got hurt. He was always out in that lineup, always running that ball. I think he just had fun out there, too.
He always said that if we could win a state championship, he felt that would give him a better chance to win it. So he was putting his team first and our team goals, knowing that the team takes care of itself, the individual stuff will take care of itself.
This was the first Mr. Football winner from the west side of the state since Lowell's Torsten Boss won the very first State Champs Mr. Football 10 years ago. Former Big Red signal callers Deshaun Thrower was a 2013 candidate, and Khalil Pimpleton was a finalist just 1 year ago.
It's bigger than me. It's for this community. It's for my teammates. It's for this school, most importantly. And it's just for these great people in Muskegon.
Presenting sponsor Hungry Howie's agrees.
Hungry Howie's is proud to sponsor high school athletics and the state champs. Ladarius Jefferson had a great year, and we're proud that he won the Mr. Football Award.
After recently decommitting from Central Florida and able to play a variety of positions, Jefferson has 15 college offers, including several Big Ten schools.
I don't think that he's done yet, and there's going to be an interesting decision that he has to make as far as what do I want to play at the next level. And these schools are also going to have to make the decision of what are we going to recruit this kid at. He gives you a lot of options, but the quarterback door is certainly not closed, and I think that makes the buzz extremely interesting on him right now. Everybody's waiting to see what he does.
Wherever Ladarius ends up, they'll be lucky to have him. Humble and honorable, Jefferson knows his path will be exactly the journey he's meant to take. He's ready, he's respectful, but most of all, he's grateful.
Just to be Mr. Football with all the greats that won it, like Cody White and Alex Malzone and all the great players, I mean, I'm on the list with them, so it's a blessing.
Ladarius Jefferson, 2017 state champs, Michigan, Mr. Football. All right, here's to all of the guys who were a part of the 2017 Mr. Football race. This is the #1 football award in the state, hands down. And if you really think about it, there are thousands of high school football players. You were among a very small elite group of athletes. You were one of the best players in 2017. You should be very proud. Don't forget it.
And we want to finish today by thanking you. Michiganders' sense of celebrating community is unlike anywhere else. We truly appreciate everyone who emails us or interacts with us on social media or just comes up to us when we're out and about. If you think there's a story that we should tell or a big game that we need to attend, we will make every effort to try and honor your request. Just go to our contact page at statechampsnetwork.com.
You know, we do have one production left this year, and that is our Legends Show on the football coaching career of John Herrington from Farmington Hills Harrison High School. You don't want to miss it. Tune in next Sunday, December 10th at 9 a.m. on Fox Sports Detroit. Now, whatever holiday you celebrate with you and your family, make it a special one. We will see you right back here on Sunday, January 14th.
Happy New Year's, guys. We'll see you in 2018.
State Champs is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Possible is everything. The Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics. The Michigan Army National Guard, a proud partner and official military branch of the MHSAA. Hungry Howie's Dough Raiser. Your next fundraiser comes with flavored crust. And Sarah Chevrolet, the low payment people.